Hey, Osiris here with a Clash of Clans guide to the best early farming defense at Town Hall 9. Note the emphasis on the word early. Obviously I'm very new to Town Hall 9 in this video. There's still a lot of upgrades going on. And this video is partially a follow-up to my guide on upgrade priority at Town Hall 9. And if you haven't seen that video, basically the gist of it was that unlike previous Town Halls where we focus almost entirely or put a lot of effort into upgrading our offensive capabilities, research is first. Well, here research is still first, but, going for the spell factory, going for the army camps, those are kind of like the top priority sort of things. At Town Hall 9, I found it was much more important to focus on defense early on in the upgrade cycle, and the reason is that, frankly, my Town Hall 8 defense could not hold any amount of Dark Elixir against the Town Hall 9s and 10s that were coming to take it. I really needed to get a Town Hall 9 defense set up quickly, and in this video I think I've been Town Hall 9 for about 3 weeks on the dot. I started my lab right away, and I finished Barbarians level 6, and I started Balloons, and they're about 4 days in. So yeah, that's about 3 weeks, maybe a little bit less, but not much, So in about 21 days I was able to set myself up with a pretty good defense, and this is, a defense that I pulled off the supercell forums that, as advertised, was for low to mid Town Hall 9s, and it's actually working very well, even with sort of low-level towers that I'm still upgrading, and even these gold walls, since these walls really don't do much since they all have a gap, or a sort of a semi-funnel. This actually works really well, and it's been working very well for me ever since I put it in. And what this is basically called is this is called the Ringus build. It's posted by a guy named Peabak. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. And basically this is considered an anti-hog build, but it seems to work well against giants and really any unit that paths to defense first. So the way it works is that there's a ring of structures that are not defensive towers around the middle of the base. This automatically makes any unit that likes to target defenses go around the perimeter of the base. And hogs in particular will fall into either one of these two big bomb traps. They will blow up and they'll die instantly. No healing spell can save them from a double bomb attack, especially after the buff to giant bomb damage against hogs. So this build is really beefy, and what it really does is it spreads out your resources. So, you might lose 4 storages to an attack, but you rarely lose them all. And even when you do, you don't lose the Dark Elixir storage. I've actually, since I've set this up, nobody has tracked my Dark Elixir storage. I'm sure it could happen, especially as as both my Dark Elixir count and my trophy count rises. But before I set up this defense, even though I was using my Town Hall 8 defense that, never got cracked, by the time I hit Town Hall 9 and jumped up in trophy count, I was getting hit hard constantly and losing, 2k Dark Elixir per attempt, So since I implemented this base, I'll show you my defense log. Nothing too serious. Occasionally I'll get an attack here. This guy actually used 32 hogs, but look how well this held up. No elixir penetration. And actually, this guy did better than advertised. 1, my storage units were pretty full. 2, if you look at the timestamps here, this jerk here went ahead and lost to my defense, but not before he killed my clan castle units and my barbarian king. So this guy attacks 5 minutes later, no barbarian king and no clan castle units. So that obviously hurts my defense, significantly, because both of those are pretty tough units. But I mean, he had, mid-level heroes, he had 32 5-star hogs, even used some wizards and dragons and spells, still didn't get my Dark Elixir, and most of my attacks are these sort of Town Hall snipes. I think I had one other decent attack. This guy hit me pretty good. I think, though, a lot of this was I took kind of an extended break. Look how long there is between these attacks. And a lot of this resources was what was in my storage units. So he didn't actually, even though he used 5 spells, he only grabbed, I think he grabbed 3 out of 8 storage units. He got 2 of the he got 2 elixirs, and he got 1 gold, and the rest was in my mines and collectors. Another pretty big attack. And he did, again, they're getting some of my resources. Again, this is pretty full collectors, but the Dark Elixir is being protected with this build, and that's all that matters. And nobody got Dark Elixir from me, and that's what I'm really saving for, just because your heroes need to be upgraded. I'm actually going to start this Archer Queen level 4 in a few minutes, so I feel like I'm making really good progress on my heroes despite only recently turning Town Hall 9, and this, defense base is really helping with that. So just a quick note, just to follow up on my upgrade priority, I actually went ahead and went for Barbarians first. And that may seem like a kind of strange choice given how common archers are, but the archer upgrade is so small and so expensive, I'm actually not treating it as a top priority. I went ahead and did the balloon next because balloons are really good. They're a good cheap war unit. They're not super expensive, but balloons plus minions is a really effective war strategy. So that's why I went ahead and did that. And I've mostly been farming with Barbarian and Archer. I am using Wizards right now just because it is the Wizard promotion where they're like, 60% off and they train in half the time. So that's, I'm just having a little bit of fun with that. But that's, a good follow-up to my early defense and upgrade priority. Hope that it really helps you out and you have a good idea of how to progress through at Town Hall 9. Probably my next upgrades, I'm really going to try to, I've gotten all my cheap tower upgrades done. So what's going to come next, I'm going to try to start upgrading my mortars, probably one at a time. I'm always going to keep an air defense upgrading, maybe even two. I can do these 2 perimeters at any time. Elixir-wise, I'm going to focus on both my drills and my army camps. So I do want to, now that I have my defense set, I do want to increase my production. I also do really want to increase my Dark Elixir gain from drills just because heroes are such a limited resource. So you can go up to level 30 and they're getting expensive, as you can see. So I hope this guide helped you. Go and subscribe for more Clash of Clans guides.